Hello everyone and welcome to Magic Gathering Strat. I am Binkabi and as promised I'm sitting here even before the draft should technically begin. It's 4 minutes earlier. That seems pretty good to me. This is the first draft I will be doing and it's one of the first ones ever on Magic the Gathering Online. Alright, quick rundown. Nantuka Husk, better in the standard combo decks, yes? Visionary always nice. Deep Sea Terror I think is highly underrated. Usually when we get the big 6 mana dorks, they're pretty bad, but this one is actually good. It's actually good. Aura Monster nice. Like Aeronaut a lot. Scryfish always nice. Which one it is? Yeah, this one was super good. It's really good. But we will be starting with a very expensive card, but come on, it's like Sphinx's Revelation. But in green. I don't really like green, but Scry 5, get to draw a bunch of cards and gaining a lot of life. Seems like something you want to be doing. Okay, I'm not sure what to pair green with. Looking at this pack, we have a crappy equipment. We have a premium removal, that seems pretty sweet. Another Scryfish, but I think I want to stay out of blue. Maybe. I think it's a very good color though. Bad, decent, trap. Probably the best red common. 2 permanents, 3 power, flying. No. Decent. Okay, oh, and the Void Mage, of course. Probably the best. Maybe. I think I'm gonna ship the blue. Sending a pretty strong blue signal and taking the Cruel Revival. I mean, it's a premium instant removal that could net you some value. I'm not gonna build around it that heavily, but I think it's worth taking here. Alright, the red signal is definitely here. The blue is falling off a bit, pretty expected. But we have a Foundry. That's a pretty good one. It's not that great when we want to go to 7, but you don't have to crack it. What do we have? This one is slow, but it's pretty good if you have it on turn 2. What else? Gear Crafter, still super good. We also have 2 pretty good green cards in Yanor Empath and Orchard Spirit. We could take the Empath. I like it a lot. I think I like it a bit more than Orchard Spirit. Flying is relevant. Not being able to be blocked as a flying is not as good. But I think I will stay a bit open and take the Foundry. I think it's pretty good. Being able to use your lands is always something you should be on the lookout for. Okay. Force Mage, not really what we want here. No. Another Void Mage, they're still pretty good. We have a Reeve Soul, which I think will be my pick. Early removal is great. Noted that you shouldn't overload on spot removal here, I don't think that's good. We have a Fetid Imp, which is actually really good. And we have a Totem Guide, Heartbeast, and a Bounding Crosses if we want to go blue. Blue seems pretty open. Maybe we should not be playing the Cruel Revival. Try to wheel this. Do we want the Imp or the removal? I think at this point I will take the Reeve Soul, but then I'm pretty content on the spot removal thing. Sweet! Super good Spider. Another decent removal, but it basically kills the same as this one, but more expensive. Do we have a crappy Comet Trick, the good Spider. Pricklebore is okay. Charging Griffin is pretty good. This one is really good. Red seems to be open as well, which is kinda unexpected, but I will take the Recluse here. I think that's a perfect pickup. Blocking all those stupid Thopter tokens. Blightcaster is a build around card that we currently can't use. This is bad, right? Yeah. Decent card. I think we'll just take the Nantuka Husk. It's a zombie. I mean, we don't have to get value, but It's always nice if you can. I don't think we need to pick up the Gorger right now. Try to take the cheap creature. I know we need something big for this, but... Okay, we have two pretty good blue cards. We have a really bad equipment. So basically we have Orchard Spirit and nothing. We can take Reclaim, but nah, I don't think so. No, that's not good. Very aggressive, but not good. Yeah, Orchard Spirit. It's a fine card, I mean. You can do better, but... Alright, we have bad counterspell, better counterspell, good white 2-drop, bad blue card, a Scrapskin Drake. I think I'm just gonna take the Drake and see if blue kind of tables or something, because right now we're not locked into either green or black. Here we have nothing and a Deep Sea Terror, so sure. I mean, let's say a Void Mage Wheel or the green-blue card or something, whatever it's called, then we might have something going for us. I could see playing this if we're gonna play Nissa's Revelation, and I don't want anything else. It's a decent sideboard card, actually, but I think I'll just pick this up. Black is not flowing, so we might want to stay away from that, but I also think we have feeded enough blue to our left that we should stay away, but we will see. I just think this card, it seems so broken. Let's say you reveal a Deep Sea Terror. You draw 6 cards and gain 6 life for 7 mana. I really don't want any of those, so slug it is. Not really what you want to be doing. Decent white card. I guess we take this. I don't really want it, but it's somewhat of a decent fog, I guess. It could be. So what do we really want here? We want big green creatures, and what we really want is the... Yeah, sure. What we really want is the green mana guys. Leaf Glider or whatever. That would be really good in this deck. Accelerating us into Revelation seems like a place we want to be. So that's also a reason why I think we should play the Pilgrimage. So... has Magic Online crashed yet? Where are we? There. Okay. Sure, that's fully playable card. With the Spellmaster it's actually really good. We can also open cards like Languish and stuff like that, and it will make the deck a lot better. Jace's Sanctum. Not really. We have a Throwing Knife. That's pretty good. Zendikar's Royal seemed like it could be decent. Top 4 may put a creature in the rest of your graveyard. There are 2 more instances and a sorcery. Okay. Don't love that, but we have a Shambling Ghoul, which might be the pick. Throwing Knife is really good though. Maybe we should just take that. So I really need something down here, obviously, but we have some good 3s that we can use, and Throwing Knife could be what we're looking for. It's more removal though. We don't need a Sanctum, that's for sure. Gather the Pack, or a very good 2-drop. I think I'm gonna take the Throwing Knife. Oh, hello Bomb! Well, that's a good card. And it's a good card to reveal with the Revelation. Okay, let's see. Do we have any contenders? We have a Claustrophobia, but that's not even a consideration. We have an Eyeblight Assassin, which is good. No, I just don't think we have anything in contention here. So we might be transcending into blue. Now the real question is, what do we cut? And I think it's actually black. We might be able to splash it, but I don't think so. What are we giving up, really? We're giving up a decent creature and 2 removals. I just don't see that being... maybe, but we will see. What do we have here? We have no black cards except an Undead Servant, which is good. We have another Recluse, which is still very good. And we have a Disperse, which I kinda like. Do I like it more than the Recluse? Actually, at this point, I think I do. Disperse I've been very impressed with. Ooh, an Undercity Troll is also super good. What else? So a Stratus Walk, pretty good. No. Another premium removal. I still think the blue is better here. Maybe it's green I shouldn't be, but the spot removal isn't that great. That's the thing. I think I'm just gonna take the green. Super good guy. Get on with my life. Okay. What did you do? That's not very likely. So do you want the 2/2? Do you want a big flyer or the 3-drop? We don't need a 3-drop. Do you want a bigger flyer or a 2-drop? I think we just take the flyer here. We need something like a few bigger creatures for the revelation is really important. What did you do? Okay, that's somewhat interesting. Do we just take another pilgrimage and go to town? Yeah, probably. I'm not sure if this is viable at all, but might as well get this out of the system. I'm gonna save the tome in here for now. We will see where we end up. Maybe we will splash the removal. I mean, at least a Cruel Revival. What do we get here? We get... no... one creature gonna... that's pretty good. Another Recluse or a Maritime Guard. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna go with the Wolf. It's a decent one at least. I really want Leaf Gliders, but they're not coming around. The Sphinx is pretty nice. I mean, if he lands, it's highly unlikely that he will go anywhere. So that seems good. And we do have the revelation to find him and do stuff. Also kinda like the Foundry. It's a good way to use the flooding from the pilgrimage. Maybe we shouldn't abandon black, but I still think it's fine. We could play this as a splash. It depends on what else we get. Since the pilgrimage only gets forests, that's... I mean, if it was 2 basics, then I would be all in on the Cruel Revival, but it's not. Well, there we have the Shambling Ghoul, but it's off the table now. Not a Scrap Skin or a Counterspell. I kinda want a Counterspell here. Yeah, I think it would be good. Scrapskin Drake I've been impressed with. But not enough, I don't think. Do I main and negate? So, what will I have problem with? I will have problem with a fast start, and a fast start is probably... Volley? Yeah, Volley probably beats a fast start better than negate. No one wants to bully. I don't like that. And I don't really like that either. I guess it's better than the rest. So what are we looking for? We're looking for another 2-drop would be nice. Especially Leaf Gliders, obviously. Sure, why not? Well, we get a Stratus Walk. I like that a lot more than the Reach thing. I mean, if you give like the Orchard Spirit actual flying, that turns it into something pretty good. You could also potentially enchant an opponent's creature, so you can block it with the Scrapskin Drake or whatever. I guess we take that. I don't really like it though, but Let's keep it in here for now. Let's move the lands. Sure, you can be playing that. I don't really mind. I have a disperse. Okay, we're looking good. We need another 2-drop or so, and Harbinger of the Tides kind of fits the bill. Buys us a lot of time. Claustrophobia is very good also, but I think I like the Harbinger more. It's more flexible. Double blue is kind of an issue. We also have Wild Instincts. I think we have too few creatures for that. We also have a Timberpack Wolf, but it's too late for that as well, I think. I'm just gonna take the Harbinger and count it as a 4-drop. Okay. Another counter spell. Wow, this pack is really bad for us. What do you do? No. So we can take a Scrapskin Drake, another counter spell, a Bone to Ash. If it was counter target spell record, I would be all in, but I think we just take another Drake. Don't really like the first 2 picks. I mean, Harbinger is good. It's really good. But I kind of feel we're missing the important pieces here. I want Leaf Gliders. 2 Leaf Gliders. No Leaf Gliders here. We have another Senecar's Royal, which could be what we're looking for now. Still think we have a touch too few creatures for that, and we're a bit heavy already. We have an Evolving Wilds, so that we could potentially splash Cruel Revival. We also have Rock Smaller, which is a heavy hitter. I think that's my pick. Good creature, solid, fits the curve. Yeah, you're in. Oh, we do get a Bonding Crassus if we want it. And I think we do. Yeah, I mean, we have an Empath, which is really good as well. But the last one didn't wheel, so how many cards? 12, 11 really, 10 after I've picked, so 3 will come back. Ox, this stupid thing, and something else. I think you just take the Crassus. Crassus is good. Creatures with flash is nice. So what do we want to replace? The Vial? Please? That's really... I guess the Tome is pretty bad as well. The Tome and the Vial would be nice to get to replace. We will see. We have a Spellland, that's good. We have a Gold Forged Sentinel, which is fine. And probably the pick here. We can splash the Incarnate, but I don't think that's good. Yeah, another good heavy hitter. All we need to do is hit a Pilgrimage and we're in business. We need to play a lot of islands though. Let's see. Timberpack Wolf, kind of what we need right now. Pilgrimage, not really. And another Throwing Knife. Another Throwing Knife. I would like to pick it up, but I think I need the creature here. It's boring, but disciplined. So, here we have a pretty solid blocker, or a pretty solid basher. We do have a lot of blockers already, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the 5-drop again. I do like the Death Touch guy. Let's see, 24, so we get to cut probably the Tome. And here we have the Caterpillar is actually pretty nice. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Better than the Vial. And there we have another Timberpack Wolf. That's going right in. Now we need to cut cards. Boo. Maybe it's too much to have 2 ramp cards. Probably not, actually. So do we want Bone to Ash or Aerial Volley? We already have one. I'm gonna take a Bone to Ash for the sideboard. Oh, another Disperse. I really like those. They're fantastic in this set, I think. Yeah, and as expected, the blue cards will... I think I'm gonna take another Counterspell. It's good to have those around. So what are we cutting here? Nothing up here, I don't think. Sure. I think maybe we start this in the sideboard. Yeah, I think it's better in the sideboard. And then maybe Stratus Walk. We could cut another creature, but that's kind of what this deck is supposed to do. Play creatures and attack and draw more creatures. Yeah, we need to cut one more card, I think. Maybe one of the Scrapskin Drakes. Actually, the Orchard Spirit might be the worst. Can we get this up? Let's see. You are a 4. You can go down here. Usually I don't like to play stuff like this, the Pilgrimage, but I think the Revelation seems so strong to me. It actually seems like Sphinx's Revelation. Yes, it's sorcery, but you get to scry 5. It means for this deck you should 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 creatures with power 4 or greater. So after we can play this as early as turn 7. That means that we have drawn out, like, let's say we have 13 cards. We have emptied our library for 13 cards. That leaves 27. We get to look at 5, 6 if we don't find anything. I mean, it could be a bust. Probably not. And we should hit one of those every single time, statistically. But that's not really how Magic works, but yeah. So we have 8 spells and 16 creatures. That's 1 too many. We also have a spell land, which I kinda like. It's also good against the Thopters, which is good. We have a card for slower matchups, actually 2. We have Naturalize, Anti-Flyers. We could side in black if we want. And we have more counter spells if we need. So what is going out? I think it's a creature. Could be Orchard Spirit, could be Scrapskin Drake. It's not the 2-drops, we really need them. I think I'm gonna cut a Scrapskin Drake. Orchard Spirit can trade with a land-walking renowned creature, and that's really important. Also something to note during the draft. White was extremely overdrafted. Not too surprising, because white was probably the best color at the pre-release. And red dried up really fast as well. So that's not surprising either. Yeah, I think this will be my deck. We will add basics. And I think 8-8 is where we want to be. Let's check that out. No, okay, then I will do it this way. Let's think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blue source, blue symbols. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 green, but we need both early. And we actually have more double blue spells than we have double green, so... But that's pretty fixed with the Pilgrimage. And we don't need Spellmaster on those. I mean, I'm not gonna fire off 2 Disperse just to trigger this. But it's kinda nice that you can like disperse and then play one and then play another and have it active. Maybe that's the reason to have one more forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably not. And cancel. Alright. Seems sweet. I'll see you shortly for the first match.